Oh, I'm dropping shit every which direction. Hey, welcome to another video edition of, I have no idea what this is. I don't know what I'm going to call it. This is going to be a regular thing I'm going to start doing now. I'm going to attempt to keep a daily video thing going for you guys. Maybe where I just talk about some of the stuff that's going on with me, or some of the ideals that I don't know. I've been thinking about it for a while now. I want to put more stuff on the YouTube channel for you guys to watch, and it's going to be difficult now because Poddunk is it full time. I have other stuff coming, but for the most part, Poddunk is now the official sole job for me. So that means that all of my income, for the most part, will be coming from my podcast, my YouTube channel, and some other stuff I've got working right now. So if you're watching this, please, and you enjoy it, please take the time to go to patreon.com/poddunk. And I know it's intimidating to see those big numbers there where it's like $50 and you get this. Trust me, that's not what I need you to do. If you want to support me, $2. That's all it is $2, and you get all these episodes and all this cool stuff, and that's all I ask. $2. You throw away $2. You've misplaced $2 all the time, so that's what I need from you, is just $2, and you can help me keep doing this and bring more to you, as you know, because there's a lot more I want to do. A lot more. I'd love to give you guys a daily news show and a daily morning show, and I would love to be able to bring in new people all the time to do stuff on here, but it takes money, and I believe that is a goal very well reachable with each of you, of the fans. You know, $2 here, $2 there. There's even a $1 option if that's truly what you want to do. $1 a month, and that is it. Through that, we will eventually get in time where we need to be, and to where I can give you what I want to give you, and hopefully you guys like it and things like that. But yeah, I had a job. It was, I don't know how to explain it. It was a decent job. It was alright. But it was soul-crushing. It was a job that everyone there had the same opinion. It wasn't just a me thing, and I had to make sure that was the case. I needed to make sure that it was a job that I was looking at from a perspective that wasn't my own, and before I'd done anything drastic. And I noticed that a lot of the people there had the same idea, that this place was terrible, a terrible place to work, and then that at one point it was a company of good people. They gave bonuses, they gave out hams for Christmas, they gave people time off, and they done stuff like that. And then the company got bought out, and after that happened, everyone that was involved with the company just got sour. They took away bonuses. They just overall started mistreating people at the company, slipping people. It's hard to explain, but it was something that everyone. But I noticed that people were getting stuck. There was a guy there that made $35,000 a month on another job. And his exact words was, "This is just pocket change to me." But then you look at him and you're like, but you've been here 8 years, man. You've been here, you've spent 8 years with these people. You hate them. You hate everything they stand for, and it's literally pocket change for you, but yet you're still here. And it made me like, why are you, is it a trap? Like, this is a trap. And and I almost fell into it. You get out of high school, you get out of college, and you go to work in one of these places, and the first thing it does is it sucks away your dream, whatever aspirations you had, and you fall into a hole of just going through the motions of this job every day. And it's just, that's not the way to live. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it no more. So I decided to hop ship on it. And that's something I may regret later, depending on how all this pans out. But it's something I had to do for myself, because I feel like in the scheme of things, the happiness aspect of things is a lot more important than the money aspect of things, because happiness is what keeps me tethered here. If I'm not happy, there's no fucking point in doing any of it at all. Like, the money's cool, but why do I need the money when I'm not happy doing anything with it? Like, it's not buying me the happiness. Like, the money's not helping me be happy. So apparently I need to change gears somewhere. And Poddunk has always been something that's made me happy. And I feel like I finally found a way to approach it to where I can be happy doing it. And I'm excited about that. And I'm just hoping it translates to the people that listen to me on an average basis to where they can enjoy it as well, to the point to where they will feel like supporting me, to where I can give more back. It's definitely a scary time here for me. So even if you don't want to become a patron for us, that's fine. Just leave your support below in the comments or whatever, and just say good job, or even you don't suck as bad as most people, and I would be like, cool, that's a reasonable compliment that I will accept. It's a lot better than some of the other ones I've heard in Poddunk's past. But I just got done doing an episode about the election, and I tried to not get angry. But it's hard. It's hard when common sense is being deflected in every which direction. Not by a political party, not by anyone that you can really, not a faction that you can point your finger at and get mad at. It's more of just these certain few groups of people that have tossed humanity out of the window, and they're now just attacking, and this hate has spilled out everywhere. And when I made that video, I want to make it very clear, it wasn't a thing about Republicans or Democrats, liberals, conservatives, right, left, anything. It was more toward the people that are blatantly resistant to this idea that the world has to move forward. Technologies are changing, the world's changing, everything is in a constant state of change. So our country cannot be the same way. So when I made the latest episode of DTF, I want to just when you're listening to it and you're a Republican or you're incredibly right, this does not concern you unless you are being incredibly hateful with your ideals. I understand if you do not like the gay population in America. That's your own thing. If you don't enjoy them, if you don't like that aspect of them, or what they stand for, I plead you to go spend time with them. That's all I ask. And at the end of it, if you can step away from it and say, I still don't like those people, then there's nothing else we can do for you. I'm not gay, but as a society, there's nothing else we can do for you from that point, but at least attempt that. Do not stand back and just hate for the sake of hating. Get to know them, then step back and make an assessment, because that's the only way you're going to be able to learn. Sorry. Do not use but like, if we can't do anything for you, we can't do anything for you. But if it's a main issue I've found myself as far as this election is there's not enough. You can't. When you go to talk about it, when you go to discuss the things happening, you always come up short because you don't know. It's really hard to determine what to say, what you're supposed to say, what the proper flow of the conversation, because there's so much I want to get out, but then I get to go to say it and I just stumble on myself, because it's just it makes your brain just have to shut down for a second and just breathe over everything that's happened. There are terrible things happening in front of both sides, and I feel like it is very important that they both wake up and see what's going on around them. Because each side wants, for the past, 9 years, each side wants to point the communism finger and every which direction, and say that Obama was Hitler, Trump's Hitler, Obama's a communist or Muslim, back and forth. It's the same shit over and over. But on a real note, on a real political level, as far as the ideals that are being placed in the cabinet, you should be concerned. Through fact alone, not opinion, not through just basic human rights. As people, the rights that God gifted everybody, not your country, but God. There's reason to be fearful. Republicans should be terrified. Democrats, left, right, conservative, liberals, everyone should be terrified, because the country you actually wanted to live in may not be what you're living in a year's time. So open your eyes and see what's going on around you. But, yeah. So I'm going to start writing again soon. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm going to start just things like this, except in Word format. It was a better way for me to get my thoughts on paper and to be able to. I feel like my point is a little bit easier heard when I'm writing. I don't know, and sometimes I ramble on that too. I spent last week. I wrote 2 weeks ago. I wrote an article on Standing Rock. And then when the election was happening and the police put down their guns, or the authorities put down their guns, I ceased any work on that article because of how smelly that was. It's like I find it odd that on election night or the day after the election they put down their firearms. I felt like that. I'm not saying the natives had anything to do with this, but I feel like from the authoritarian aspect of that story that that may have been a political ploy to draw people in, and I wasn't going to glorify it with another paper. Now that it's over, I may write something along the lines of that. The support for the Native American people does not need to decimate at all after this election. It's going to, even though that we clearly saw there was issues in the way we treat the natives of this country. It's going to disappear now that Trump's in and now the election's over. All these issues that you saw over the last 6 months to a year are going to disappear. That's normal. It happens all the time. But we as a people have to make sure that we keep that from happening. And that's what I intend to do, is to be vocal about the things that matter throughout these 4 years, because they don't stop after he gets office. It keeps going. And we all have to, as fans of Poddunk, as people of the world, we have to keep these things going so we can keep moving forward. If we shut up, then nothing happens. A lot of stuff about to come out of me vocally. I've already determined if anyone comes after me, I'll just go buy a backpack and some stuff. I'll go buy a black ski mask and a Guy Fawkes mask, and I'll just walk around unidentified to the world with my tablet. And I'll post all this stuff using a mask so they won't know who I am. Until they watch this video, of course. But 12 minutes and 23 seconds in to this video, I feel like I've said enough. Gonna try to do something like this again tomorrow, or I may give it a space in a few days. I'm gonna try to find different variety of videos to make. If you have any ideas, please drop them in the comment section below so I can see them and see if I can do them, because that's all this Poddunk is you give me ideas of what I can do. If I like them, I try to do them in a way that my broke ass can pull it off, and then so I can show other people that want to do those same things a cheaper alternative way of doing what they want to do. Because everybody's dreams matter, regardless of how much money they have in their pocket, and if they can achieve those dreams even on a small scale, they deserve to be achieved. And here at Poddunk, that's what we want to help do. Until one day where we make enough money to sustain ourselves, and we will tell you, hey, you got an idea? You come over here. We'll make it for you and release it under Poddunk with your name attached to it as the creator. That's the goal here, people. But thank you for watching me on YouTube today and all this good stuff. I'll try to hit y'all back with another video in the next couple days with new stuff to talk about and stuff to ramble, and hopefully you people will be there to talk back with me. Possibly going to do a Facebook Live thing at some point tonight, so pretty excited about that too. So keep tuned in, subscribe to Poddunk's channel. If we get 500 subscribers, we get a custom URL, which the way our URL is, that would be incredibly nice. So stay tuned to Poddunk, and thank you for watching.